seconds of pause for preview, so it's always fun there. If you could bring up the stream on your end so we have a viewing just to make sure we are live, because I think we are. How's it going, Nakama? Brit is back with some One Piece 1142. As always, I'm joined by the dude, Samurai Drew. How's it going?
We are live right now. We're live in the Sunday Church at the One Piece Special Edition Rare Card.
Rare card indeed. Take time to go to church. Segrain, how's it going, brother?
Is going good. Nothing really much, but we're alive. One Piece, fourth chapter in a row, right? Or
no, this is
the current fourth chapter in a row.
This should just be 3, actually.
Oh, 3?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought this was the fourth because I was expecting that this week would have been a break.
No, yeah, we were off. We were off the week of the 16th. So
okay.
That's how it went, because we had that 4-chapter weekend, because that was wild. Because it was the 9th, 2nd, 26th, and the 19th. And we're all like, it's gonna be a break week. Obviously, we never get 4 chapters. And then we were off February 16th, so it's 23rd, 2nd. Today's the 9th. We're the ones with daylight savings time, and you're the one all loopy. Come on now. Alright.
Yeah.
And in that, one shot. As we open up to the chapter that ends it, because we are on break next week. 1142. What I'm Afraid of. Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 28. Give back the sword and the girls. Thunder Bagua. But no Conqueror's Hockey. Just gotta point that one out there. No Conqueror's Hockey.
No Armament Hockey.
But she doesn't need one to take care of who's who.
I guess. Who? Who's who?
Yeah.
Who?
But you get the sense he's been disarmed. He's been hit, but he hasn't been knocked over exactly yet. But we'll see. Maybe in the next one he'll be flat his back. But it'd be funny if he could recover from this. It looks like he might have just gotten disarmed. Yeah, because he's not like dead or anything. He just looks like well, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see in the next chapter. But I wonder if we have a fight or if it's one and done.
As far as I think it's one and done. I'll predict that one. Yamato one and done's it. Tama takes out the rest of them because she's stronger than Arlong. And yeah, we're all set.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Gotta throw that one out there.
No lies detected?
No lies detected. We have 17 pages of peak, lads. I am going to go on, if there are no other thoughts on this cover, in 3, 2, 1. Teacher, help already? Help us. Teacher, there's a huge snake in the schoolyard. It must be Jormund. It must be Jormungandr. It's the snake that brings an end to the week. You mean wait. That joke just came out of nowhere.
Is that a joke or is that for real?
That has to be a joke because it's like it brings an end to the week. You mean Saturday? It brings the end to the week. What brings the end to the week? Saturday. That joke came out of fucking nowhere.
I like that. That's a pretty good joke.
Eek! It's gonna eat us! Rawr. Everyone, run into the school. Jormungandr. Is Jormungandr Friday? I think
it's pronounced Jormungandr.
Jormungandr.
Yeah.
He's a cultured one of us all, so he knows. So I'm guessing this is a power of one of these lads. Of one of the yeah, and you even see the snake too. Yeah. But yeah, the weekend, that Saturday thing, that just threw me off. Like that feels like it's out of a scan. Just as how random
I
it
also
is.
didn't get it until you stopped and went back. And then I read it again. I was like, oh, the weak as in.
If you're just
not
listening,
strong.
you're
but
not.
Then they changed it to like Saturday.
That's
Oh
funny.
my God.
That's super funny. What's not funny is you have a giant snake actually looking like it's eating the school. Teacher, I think it's Angie. Her name is Angie. It has like a big stick, and all the kids are running. There's a little cute giant that has like the sleeves that are too long for her, except she's a giant, so it's like super long sleeves. Oh, it's so cute. I don't think we've seen some of these kids. So she's new. You got the little chunky lad next to her. You got I think he might be a little nerd with a big Viking helmet. And then you've got a kid with a little fro. He's got a little horn sticking off his side. All adorable children. All adorable. Yeah. Any thoughts before I go into the next one on this panel?
Yeah, I wonder who sent the snake. It must be the Gore side people. It can't be random.
Whose power do you think it is? Killingham or... Oh, fuck. What's it? Killingham or what? The other guy.
The dragon dude.
I think
Summers. Killingham or
I'm gonna
Summers?
see-
Summers was the one sitting down in his underwear. Killingham was the dragon dude.
I think I'm gonna
No, it could honestly. I don't. It doesn't go with the rose thing, so I'm guessing the other guy.
Okay, Killingham. Segurain, whose power
Yeah,
is it?
I think I'm gonna see Killingham.
I'm gonna say
That's not
Summers
the
just to be
rose guy,
different.
right?
I'm gonna say Summers the Rose Pirate just to be different and disagree. So, all right, I'm going on in 3, 2, 1. Faculty room, Walrus School. We've got trouble teachers. There's more teachers. There really is an enormous snake out there. A beast from the underworld? What is it doing here in the sun world? I hope we can evacuate everyone in time. Math teacher, Mr. Blade. We should call the chiefs. Walrus. Oh, Principal Tusk! I love Oda so much. And then you have Miss Language
Yeah, I wonder
teacher.
why.
The language teacher, librarian, Miss Angie. But in the meantime, the children are in danger. Teacher is gonna gobble Ager. It's gonna gobble Ager up. Wah! And he's coming in towards one of the children. I think it's pretty straightforward. If you want to go, they look normal size, and then again they're giants. So.
Okay, here we go. And these panels look funny. Okay. Now we get an action.
Ooh!
And we see one of the. I'm sorry. We'll have to see at the end, but I can't tell who this is necessarily. But they got
I think that's the walrus dude. That's the principal, Mr. Tusk.
Is it?
We just met him in the. Unless there's 2 walrus dudes.
Yeah. Okay, I see now.
Principal Tusk.
That's gotta be him. And he punches the snake up in the air with the hammer, and then the panel goes up, and the snake travels upward, and then we see Saul running on the branch on the top, and he drops in a mighty giant warrior. He goes, "Sorry, I'm late. Watch out, Tusk. Midterm exam." Boom.
He calls
And
it.
He does a hockey punch. No black lightning, so we just got some armament, which is so cool. So we got a giant that knows armament hockey, so watch out. Boom!
Oh, midterm.
Right on the head.
Mid-slam.
And, knocks out the snake.
Sorry, midterm slam. That's amazing.
Oh, slammed. I think I said exam.
No, he combined it, so it's exam and slam. I love that. So, I love it. Love it. So he's not Prince. I would have thought that since he started the Walrus School, that he was the teacher. That he was the principal, sorry. But I guess he's not a principal, I guess he's probably just a teacher.
He's the proprietor.
Probably just, that's fair. I like that. I like that. So it's a charter
I think
school.
he's the principal.
Well, because the Walrus dude is the principal. Walrus School Principal Tusk. Unless his name is Principal. Which could very well be a thing in One Piece.
I'm not the principal, I'm the vice principal.
I don't think so.
Why did you guys think I was the principal? My name is Gerald.
If that's the case, then the name of the math teacher is Mr. Just Mr.
Oh, this is so funny. Yeah, I don't know if there were any chats or anything. I wasn't paying attention. But, yeah. That's so funny. That is so funny. So it could be either his name is Principal, so his name is Principal Tusk, and he works at a school, and he's just the janitor, or the cook.
I skipped ahead. Okay, but maybe we should keep reading.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, Sigrain, go ahead.
Agreed.
Alright. Moving on. Next page. And we have... What? Mr. Principal? Oh, my back. Thanks for the help, so... don't mention it. Where did this nick come from? Mr. So? Oh, former giant pirate, Tusk. Okay, Principal. So his name is not Principal, he's just the Principal.
I was like, maybe we should just go one more page.
But again, it's One Piece, so it could have been.
Oh yeah, very well. Okay, next week. You used to be a warrior too, Mr. Principal. The rumors were true. Mr. Saul is super duper strong. He was in the Navy, right? This was really cool. There are monsters like this in the Sun World, so? Not really, they are more like the usual wild animals. It's enormous. Sorry about the scare children. Thank you, Mr. Saul. Mr. Wolf, huh? What is it now? Inside the school, Mr. Wolf. What happened to you? Gym teacher, Mr. Wolf. Wait, so we've seen... Okay, that was Mr. Blade. So gym teacher, Mr. Wolf. Looks like he's been badly injured all over. I'm gonna go ahead and just... This is the work of... what's her name again?
Oh, Gunzo.
Huh?
Gunzo?
Yeah. Gunko.
Yeah, thank you. Gunko.
Yeah.
A nice touch here is that none of the wood planking on the top is damaged because it's Elbaf wood.
Yeah. Well, it is not fire or lightning, so...
Were they in that beard the entire frickin' time?
Probably.
I'm just like, they're not sitting on his shoulders. What is that around her? That's hair. That's his face.
Oh, yeah.
They're in his beard. Okay. Is that a combo attack now? If they were
No.
if they were in his beard when he's launching an attack.
Well, if they help
No.
out, yeah.
No,
I mean, they were
that's
with
Robin
him.
gives
They
him,
were
like, a
technically
big-
with him. So like
But
if
they
No,
didn't
no,
help.
they were just in for the ride. No way, that was all small.
Yeah, exactly.
That was all small. But maybe in the future we'll get that.
Oh, I love being stupid with One Piece. This is so fun. Any other thoughts before I take over? I'm so glad I caught that because I'm just like, where are they at? All right, let's find out what happened to Mr. Wolf or not because it's One Piece. 1, 2, 3. Forget me. What about the children? Huh? Teacher Ulva and the others wandered off somewhere. What? Where? Oh, hello. Are you Luffy's friend? That's right. Did Luffy do something to you? Be careful. What is going on? Be careful. You mustn't touch the children. Huh? Which way do Yulvia go? Which way do Yulvia and them go? That way, towards the beach. Mr. Saul, what happened to them? They fell asleep and wouldn't talk to us. Asleep? But you said they were walking, yeah. They're all asleep and won't respond to us. Okay, so they... Oh, this is like a Pied Piper. Come back, where are you all going? Blow the horn, warn the whole country. So, kids are asleep. We've got little girl, or little one with the horns. Don't recognize...
And an arrow.
Yeah, oh, that's definitely Gunko leading them away. That's what I mean by a Pied Piper kind of thing. Not the whole country, Tusk. That's going overboard. This isn't in a normal state of affairs, so I'll look at the forest. Huh? And then they blow the horn. Samurai, let's go on. Because it's about to get interesting.
That's all, and Choppa. What? There are monsters in there! Where did they come from? See? Abnormal, right? Mr. Bristol, the children are passing out! What's wrong? Everyone, hang in there! What now? I just don't understand. Get up, kids! And then, Robin and Chopper are like horrified. They're like, what is happening? Let me down there, Saul. I'll take a look at them. Please do. I'm at a loss. The first thing we should do is stop the children and get them to safety. Okay, so we got full-on panic down there at the schoolyard. Now on to the next. Now, Underworld Elbaf.
Oh.
You thought that leaving one leg trapped in sea prison stone would contain the true extent of my power? That was foolish of you. If you want to save Elbaf, undo the final cuff now. You'll soon see if I'm really helpless or not in this condition. Hey!
There's no way he's that big.
Loki!
There's no way he's that much bigger than Haruden.
If I keep landing blasts, eventually they'll hit something, and the fires will spread. You know what Elbaf is susceptible to, don't you? And so he's threatening a fire right now with his giant hammer. So maybe his hammer has like some special ability. Anyone else have any thoughts on the matter?
Yeah, he's got that ancient giant blood in him.
It's insane how much taller he is. Like, what is going on? This is like Looney Tunes big.
Okay.
I'm disagreeing then.
Holy
It's
cow.
funny that Haruden looks like a regular human being in front of Loki.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on to the next page. I can bring you all to ruin, and he raises the hammer. You can see, I think, lightning. Yeah, like lightning. Stop it, Loki. Did he hit the tree or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was what he meant when he said. That was what he meant when he said he would destroy Elbaf. He knew about the weakness.
Well, what's her? Ripley said that literally last chapter. She's like, you could say that Elbaf is susceptible to lightning and fire.
Yeah.
So everyone's
and then
okay.
He knows it.
I hope this doesn't come back later.
And we see Zoro is just looking like, it's just not much of a reaction. Luffy and the rest are just stunned. And the lightning goes through the entire tree. You can see a wide shot with from the top to the bottom, everywhere it reaches it, and it's just a fire. What was that thunder? There's fire on the south side of the island, Shipiaru. Did you hear a horn too? Anything but fire, we must put it out.
Interesting.
The horn's getting suffocated out by the fire alarm, basically.
I wonder. It makes me wonder if like you can like put out fire as the person who has the Hito Hito no Mi, which is why another reason probably why Hiruden wanted it so bad. Because I think back just to when we first met Hiruden and he's like fighting for Ace's fruit, trying to get that in a place that is like so susceptible to fire. It's like so interesting. And now,
insane. It would have been insane if he had the fire for freaking Sabo. Give it up. If there's a way, Sabo, give it up. Hiruden would have a better shot with it.
Just eat Sabo and just now has it.
Oh my god! But we know that is possible.
Yeah, we know it's possible. That I was joking, but it's also a gross.
That's how Big Mom got it.
Those poor kids. But yeah, just all these little intricate details of this world and how it put together and the what ifs and the thoughts. I love what Oda's able to do here. So, let's see here. I can bring you all to ruin. And then you've got the hammer. What? Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, he just said that.
I'm not going on. I'm just reviewing everything. What's up?
So he's able to. Either he has another power, an additional power apart from his devil fruit, because he's able to use the lightning with the hammer.
Oh
so
yeah.
His hammer is sort of like Thor's hammer.
Oh yeah. Yep. Which is interesting, and he can just start blasting things with it. So I'm gonna go on to see what madness is about to ensue in 3, 2, 1. Okay. The Walrus School. Mr. Saul, Mr. Principal. I recognize those monsters. You do, Miss Ange? It was earlier today. Loki has a huge hammer and he destroys the world. No, he doesn't. The one who destroys the world is Nika. And you have kids making a drawing. Look. Ew, he's scary. No, look. Loki is scarier. No way. Obviously, the scariest thing ever of all is Fenrir, the Great Wolf. Oh, boy. Okay. What's up?
Was the first mention of Fenrir?
Yeah. I should have made a video about that. Oh, I should have made a video about that. No way. Obviously, the scariest thing ever thing of all is Fenrir the giant wolf. Damn it, I should have made a video. Everyone's already made a video by now then. Don't stand on the desk, children. Okay, so I'm guessing one of their powers is taking pictures and making it like real. It's ghosts, the undead grogger, storms. Whoever said storms is a wimp. Nidhogger, the lightning dragon. Jormungandr. That's the snake from earlier. That's snake from earlier. My mom! Is everybody finished? And then you've got just a bunch of giant kids being like, oh, weird, being kids. Teacher, if you have to think of so many scary things, if I have to think of so many scary things, I'm gonna have a nightmare. Haha, sorry, Ilva. Oh, Ilva, you're adorable. I'm happy to see so much personality and creativity in these drawings and essays, though. And she picks up and there's a wolf. You've all got so much imagination and expression. All of those things are what the children drew based on a prompt of what they were afraid of. But that's ridiculous. Okay, fear fruit. Something in that vein. That's kind of where I'm at. It's like a fear fruit or something like that.
Whose fruit is it? Among the children?
I'm gonna go with killing him. No, Strauss. I'm gonna go with Strauss. That's his, because I'm going separate. I think y'all went with Killingham, the horse.
No idea.
Horse bro.
I'm blanking.
Well, you get to
someone?
Killinghammer is the one with the horse head that was in a bubble.
Yeah.
Struss was the one who was sitting down. So I'm gonna go with Struss.
Struss?
I'm gonna be with
Trust us,
Struss.
Summer.
You guys ready for the next page?
Go ahead.
These things are a vision of the world that terrifies the children most. Okay, we're ready to go. And he falls asleep. Hey, good job there, Killingham. The time limit is until the kids reach the ship. Do you think you can get them back? Yeah. To know love is to wound one another. Say, Uncle, are you afraid of anything? And she goes, Nika. And look at the background. We got, all the children's drawings, and remember, and another dragon, and the Nika, the lightning storm. So these are colossal, and Fenrir, of course. This is craziness. Look at all that.
I love the bear with the hat.
Oh, I didn't have the
And then you see the kid's mom like over in the far left. That's so funny. Right behind behind that bottom left corner of that terrifies the children most.
It's a medium mom or extra large mom.
Okay. I think it's time. It's the perfect time.
Wait. In the final double spread, the bottom panel, do you guys see something like a dragon beside Killingham sleeping?
Yeah, that just shows he went to sleep.
No. There's Killingham. There is talking, and then beside him, there's something else very similar to him.
Do you think that's like a little pet?
It's not in the next page, so I just assumed it was him going to sleep. Because it also has the zzz, and it's part of the same speech bubble. If we're looking at the same thing. So
We're all confused, because I'm looking at I think he's talking about the little smudge underneath his chair.
Underneath his chair?
Is that what you're talking
Underneath
about?
which chair? No. Over here. In page, let me see which page is that. Page 16. Yeah, in page 16. The bottom panel. So he said, okay, we're all ready to. But then in the next page was. Okay. In the next page he was talking about the time limit until the kids reach the ship.
Oh yeah, he's like sleeping but talking.
It even says nap right next to it. So I think he's just waking up and going to sleep. If he is the nightmare, and if also it looks like he does have like not nightmare powers, but like what they're afraid of powers. So
Sort of like sleep powers.
So
This is probably the one confusing the kids.
Well, the guy sitting down might be the one who has them asleep. Stress.
Or dream powers. So if it is something that relates to dream, then he can manipulate both dreams and nightmares. And in this case, they are sleeping, and this is what they fear. So this is what their nightmares being manifested in the real world.
They're giants, so they drew it on extra big paper, so that made the drawings bigger too.
Maybe. But I think now it's time for a toast.
Oh yeah.
A sip and discuss. A toast to Kickin' Butt as we pivot into this review. MVP of the chapter, this was a really good chapter. A lot happened. We transitioned. It was very clean as far as like what's happening with the kids, and how the whatever game or whatever they're doing is coming into fruition. Yeah, just all very straightforward.
We're gonna need all three of our boys to take care of Loki. I think Luffy might, even in his gear 5, he's gonna have his hands full here. He's gonna need Sanji and Zoro to give him some help. And I don't think Hiruden's gonna be of any help. He's so outclassed here. It feels like. I mean, maybe later in the chapter or later in the arc, maybe he'll gain something. But Loki just seems like an absolute maniac beast.
Like, we just talked about how big Loki is, even compared to Hiruden.
That's what I'm kind of tweaking on. That can't be real. That has to be like a
little smaller.
Like
yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, that has to be like a visual kind of thing. Like he's literally 3 times as big as his older brother. Like what? His poor mom. What the hell?
That explains how this.
It can only be the other way around. It can only be. That's how you get Chihuahua Great Danes.
Oh my goodness, Chihuahua Great Danes. The head on that thing is horrifying. That is so. It's. I just don't even know, man. It's. It has to be like a visuals kind of thing. Like Hiruden's the furthest back, so we're seeing it. So he comes up to like his waist or his hip. Like, but this looks like he comes up to his shin.
And he's not even full ancient giant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about the like the visual stuff, like the messing up with the perspective, because it looks pretty close to me, and we know that the ancient giants are way bigger than the regular giants.
Around 3 times, yeah. And I guess that would put him he would officially be like Orz's height. If we were to say this is like what we're gonna go off of. Is that fair?
Yeah.
So when he hits
I know we talked about this last week, but he stabs like crazy too.
Oh yeah, he's destroyed. Remember, Cerberus beat the living crap out of him, and then Zoro kicked him in those same spots. After Gunko just went to town.
Finished what she did with him.
As he's been sitting there for the better part of 6 years. So, yeah, Loki is just a Chad amongst Chads. And now, instead of attacking the others, he's literally attacking the tree. And it's like, I wonder if Luffy will learn something. Also, the Loki being not necessarily the good guy, but the anti-hero is kind of going out the window now because he's actively like hitting and attacking the tree. So just point.
He's like, if you release me, I'll destroy all these creatures in like a few minutes. But just release me, but I don't know. I mean.
Yeah.
He seems so powerful. Do you think he's the strongest person in One Piece right now, or do you think it's just like a big show of strength right now? Like,
it's a big show of strength. We already know that Shanks is the one who took him down, so we know that he's not the quote unquote strongest. He's probably the strongest alone on this island. I am interested if Luffy can take him down. Like I would be very interested in what that looks like. Remember, Gear 2 Luffy one-shot Hiruda, so and that was like pre-Conqueror's Haki in a fight. So we can only imagine how the scaling is. I'm very interested. 2.86 billion special bounty, something in that realm for Loki as well. So it's interesting. With it being lightning, can Luffy like negate it before it lights on fire. That's possibly a thing. Because he's rubber, and I don't think he knows that he's Nika. Also, Gunko being afraid of Nika.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. Maybe she knows like the legends, and she's like doesn't know how strong this fake one's gonna be.
I think, or she knows about Emu. And
Nika will kill all the celestial dragons.
Or maybe she was created specifically by Emu. If he can do that.
I mean, Emu, female confirmed, clone.
It just seems like some run-of-the-mill person. Gunko.
I mean, Gunko isn't an official quote-unquote celestial dragon, but she is.
And no surname.
In what?
No surname.
And no surname. Yeah, and no surname. Yes. So, there's always a possibility that this is a clone. A young emu just running around. But who knows? Probably why they're also wrapped up is not necessarily the arrows, but the face is something that we don't want to be revealed just yet. Or it could be a design like Ulti and Pepe.
A combo of the Dragon Dude's abilities and Gunko, like kind of just like leading them in a direction.
Well,
like,
I'm guessing.
Dragon Dude's obviously like a dream catcher thing going on.
I don't know if he's a dream catcher. I think he uses fruits. He uses his fruit for sensing people's fears, and then the other guy is the one who puts him to sleep. So that's what I was thinking. Is the other guy is the one who puts him to sleep? Because unless he just has nothing to do. Because like pollen from plants can put kids to sleep. There's that kind of shit, you know. So that can go into your plant theory right there. He used the plant to knock him out.
Oh, like the garden of like the roses. Oh, like in Wizard of Oz, right? There's like the flowers that put them all to sleep when they walk through it.
Yeah. So
I love that. No. Oh, okay, I'm with you on that one.
Plant spews spores, puts them to sleep. Gunko arrow leads them one by one. Hurrah, hurrah.
So that's why they work well together.
Yeah. And then they use the guy who literally takes advantage of their fears and draws them. I don't know. It's a hard stretch to say that he has the draw fruit from Kanjuro when Kanjuro died. That's a far stretch. We know that the fruit's been reincarnated, but it's a far stretch to say that he has that. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I think he definitely has that one. Mythical zone, whatever the killing. Well, that's what we were saying last time too.
So the kids know of
the kids know.
What are the powers? What do you call this? I think it's the Kirin, right? What other powers does it have?
I'm looking it up right now.
Okay. While you're looking up that, what I'm thinking, the kids know of at least some part of the Void Century or the history of the world. So the first world, the second world, since they are talking about how Nika is this thing, Jormungandr is Nika is the bad guy, this one is the bad guy, that one is the bad guy. Because I think someone talked about it in a theory. I think it was at the Library of Ohara. He talked about Jormungandr being the snake that eats its tail, which one of the theories is that is the red line. So during the first world, either the first world or the second world, I think the first world, the Jormungandr is one of the gods or a significant player in the war.
Well,
That was the grand line. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Because that would explain some things about like connecting this Elbaf lore to the rest of the world too. Because it seems like the first world is like Elbaf territory, you know. So I do like the snake idea where the snake is the red line, and then that kind of like threw the world into like this big flood, and then I don't know. The ancient weapons are also in there too, so it's all confusing.
The flood happened.
I love that idea.
The flood happened during the Second World, so which was 800, 900 to 1,000 years ago. The First World, where I think the Jormungandr formed the red line, if that is what happened. I think that is the one that we're theorizing to be like 4,000 years ago, or during the time of the original Nika, or the first Nika.
I agree. Do you think that there was this many giants back then in the first world?
I'm wondering if the giants were the people. That's kind of where I'm at.
That's a possibility also, but also it could be not the giants as we know them, the ancient giants, Oz people, those types of giants.
So, the Kirin can look into your soul.
Okay.
So that's where the fear kind of comes into.
So Roseman puts him to sleep. The other guy haunts their dreams.
Well, I wouldn't say haunt your dreams because it's not like they weren't daydreaming about it. He actually picked up on their fears. So it's not necessarily a nightmare fruit. It's more of a fear fruit.
More like, just like just one of the many bags of tricks that a villain can use. Maybe like I bet he can fly around too.
Oh, definitely. That's one of the things on here. But yeah, looking into your soul, being able to see what you fear, there you go. Now, the creating of the monsters, that could very well be Homeboy. Who knows? Strauss. We have to still see their official fruit reveals. Because remember, we didn't even get like a true fruit reveal. We got one for Gunko, but we didn't get one for the Gorosei. We just got the names of their monsters.
We didn't get one for, what do you call it, Shamrock?
Yeah, we didn't get one for Shamrock either. And we could have, especially for a sword. I'm just hoping that it's not like Oda forgot to tell us kind of thing, like with kids fruit. Like, it's stuff like that makes me a little afraid that let's hold out for the chapter and then we just don't get it. It's just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, come on.
In the scheme of things, like storytelling-wise, maybe it doesn't need to be so specific, but that's why I do. I have an opinion. Like, okay, as long as you like spill the beans in like an SBS, so we can complete the wiki, so the wiki can get filled in.
That I definitely get that. It's more for me of like in the moment. It's like, what the heck? Like, what was kids fruit? We were always like the magnet, but that confirmation helps. We have no idea what the heck this dude is. We think it's a Kirin. We thought Yamato's was a Kirin, and then was the Yamato Noro, whatever the damn dog is. So
is there zero chance that Caitlyn has any kind of hockey at all?
Naturally as an animal?
Since No, just like him as a person. He looks like he's like a little spaghetti man. Like he doesn't look very strong.
I think he does have like something like something gives me the vibes of like Gyllenhaal is one of the strongest among the Holy Knights.
Well, again, it's because he looks so damn goofy.
Exactly, and and based on what we've seen, he's the goofiest among them.
Mm-hmm. It's a Queen situation, I would probably say.
Mm-hmm.
Queen was so damn goofy, but he's number 3 in Kaido's crew, especially when it comes to endurance, because he could just take beating. He could just take a beating.
They do tank big ones.
Yeah, so there's a lot to be said about his potential for being strong. I'm glad that we're not seeing them like sneak around. Plan has been implemented. They're not wasting any time. They got the distraction going on over here, so they can sneak the kids out through there. They beat up the gym teacher. Sucks for him. Sucks to suck. I'm hoping it gets rendered a lot better. Oda had a lot to draw in this chapter, so I'm understanding why some pages in the beginning looked a little spotty, just because it was like, okay, there was a lot here in that last panel. Like the very last panel probably took the majority of the chapter.
Oh, yeah.
Like, not gonna between that and I feel so bad for Oda and his editors because of how much detail they have to put in with the giants.
Do you notice it's a little bit different looking on page 4 and 5?
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, because this one's like lighter. It kind of feels like this one's a little bit more unfinished, but it still looks good. But compared to the last page, which feels like totally done, with like darker lines and like filled all the way in, it just
But I mean, for example, on page 7, Mr. Wolf, like you can't really see anything. The rendering could be a little bit better.
Yeah, it's kind of like a big smudge, and he's ugly.
Yeah, so I had originally thought, okay, this might be like a drawing or something like that, because of this big snake, but this kind of goes to show like there's so much put in, and it honestly feels like he works backwards. So like he put all the work into the very last panel because he's like, this is gonna be great, and then he's like, oh, I got like 2 Lokis, and now he's like, shit, I gotta do everything else.
I can't believe I gave him so much detail to Loki. I gotta draw all his little pins and all his little, hair follicles. So
Oh,
it's gotta be so tough.
So how does he draw it? Does he draw it chronologically based on the storyline? Since I'll assume that he has the story written already, then he will just draw the manga based on that. Maybe he might do some edits while he's drawing the manga to the storyline. So if he's drawing it chronologically based on the storyline, then that will be like, okay, he didn't put much effort on this. Maybe he thinks it might not carry as much weight as these other pages, or maybe he was if he's not chronologically, then he starts with the most important ones first, the most important panels and drawings first. He gives them the most energy, and then the rest, while he's like just chilling and he's just doing it, maybe listening to a podcast.
That's how he keeps up with the community.
Yeah.
Oh man. So.
Well, he's got. Do you think he listens to the American OnePiece YouTubers or the Japanese ones?
The Japanese one. He doesn't speak English at all.
Oh, he doesn't? I thought maybe he spoke a little English.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, now that
times.
I'm thinking about it, when the OnePiece live action actor went over and interviewed him, he learned a little bit of Japanese so that he can talk with them. So that indicates to me that Oda knows no English.
Oh, when would he have time? When
Right.
would he have the time? I'm not gonna lie, when Segrain was talking about that, I immediately thought of when Oda retires, if he wanted to just have like a 3-day workshop where he just invited people in and just showed them how he went by storyboarding, I would pay so much money to fly to Japan for a week because I'm staying longer. But that would be like the central part of why I would go. Just to be like,
I feel like
how did you do all of
finish
this?
The manga. Okay. I feel like he can finish the manga and still if he has just a written storyline and publish that as a series of novels and still sell it like wild, like Harry Potter level wild.
Oh yeah, especially if he goes into like side stories on Garp or side. Oh god, I just threw that name out and then I thought about it. I was like, I want that. Kaido's full backstory. Like, we're about to come up on Kuma's backstory. That was like 12, 13 pages. No, that was not like 6 or 7.
That felt like a long time.
But I also remember like, oh, we finally get Kaido's backstory, and it was like 6 pages. It was like, it was so wild. Kaido's backstory, it wasn't even it was like 6 pages.
He came from...
That is even a lot from what I remember. 6 pages is because the only thing I remember from Kaido's backstory is he came out from the lab, so that I think everywhere has been everything has been broken in the lab. He came out from the lab. He saw King. He asked him for his name, and he freed him. He said, "I'm gonna take over the world" or something like that. King followed him, and the end. Apart from the rocks, maybe the rocks, even the rocks backstory. Even if you're gonna add that, it's gonna be like, I thought it was like maximum 2 pages.
Yeah, it was incredibly short. But to that end, like, what backstories are we gonna get? We haven't gotten our backstory for Elbath yet, so who gets the back? Ooh, we haven't gotten a backstory. It's probably gonna be Loki. Loki gets a backstory. It's gonna be tragic.
I think so.
Definitely.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be tied to the truth of King Harold's death, so probably inevitable.
Do you remember? Oh yeah, sorry.
No.
Like kind of swing the focus for a second.
Go ahead.
Do you remember in Thriller Bark? Okay. Usopp with Corona, and he's already so pessimistic. Like my pessimism powers won't work on Usopp. In the comments under the chapter, they're talking about. Okay, so Usopp, you're up with this guy's devil fruit because he works upon his like greatest fears.
Mm-hmm.
So like I don't know why, but there's some kind of creativity there where like Usopp can be like a big fear, make something super fearful and actually have it work for the Straw Hats somehow.
Well, that's so funny because again, this is based off of the kids' fears. What if he tries to pull that stuff with the Straw Hats? Like, Robin, I don't know if she fears anything anymore. Frickin' Saul's back. She's golden.
Yeah, no fear.
Like, is it gonna be
I
like?
think she still fears the admirals at least.
So like Akainu's running around. You have like an empty fridge for Luffy.
Akainu's drinking with Blackbeard right now, living it up.
That's Kuzan.
Oh, Kuzan. Oh, sorry. Oh my God, my bad.
You're good. What else is there? Who would we say is the chapter MVP? It's definitely not Luffy. His dumbass is the one that let him out.
Well, if Gillingham's the one that's making all these drawings come to life, then maybe he is. Or is that like too recent of a person?
It might be too recent. I'm wondering if I can find an old Giants Pirates picture and see if I can find Mr. Tusk, who is the principal. Not Principal Tusk.
I like Saul too because he did his armor hockey this episode, so you know he's.
It could be Saul. It could be Saul. Because the chapter really did revolve around Saul. Actually, yeah, it really could be Saul because at the school, comes in, knocks him out, hanging out, brings Chopper, who is able to take care of the kids, hopefully. And then he's the one who's really a witness to the site. And he's like, why? We don't need to involve the whole country. Blah 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 blah. And then it's just like, oh yeah, we need to because all of the monsters are here. Drew, you were about to say something?
I was just listening intently. Yeah, but not all of the giants can like fight like real well. Like some of them are like clumsy and just like cooks and stuff. So the Straw Hats are gonna have to step up and take care of the damn picture monsters. They have experience with Conjurer, right? So they'll have experience with the ink monsters. Maybe a big eraser might help. Maybe Luffy can gear 5 a big eraser.
A big eraser. Just chasing after him. Again, it depends on how they made, because that dragon looks pretty solid. Fafnir too.
Well, if it is creating something out of nothing, then I guess Luffy can erase them back to nothing with Gear 5. Since Luffy is literally Looney Tunes.
True.
So there's nothing, there are no rules to his powers. Physics doesn't exist in Luffy's vocabulary.
It never has, and that's why it made the reveal actually like tolerable, not tolerable, but understandable. Teacher, if
Yeah,
I have...
so I
Go ahead. No, I'm just reading through all
okay.
all the stuff at the school.
So I guess now we can somewhat confirm that the reason Luffy's hammer is with him is because no one except him could raise it.
I mean, that's
so
very
that's
fair.
Like that's like a twist on the Thor we know, you know.
And this time around is Loki, not Thor.
It just kind of goes into like, how did they transport it there? All of that stuff. Like, did Shanks make sure like he attached it to his back and then tied him up, or tied him up and then attached it to him, kind of thing?
Maybe attached it to his back and tied him. Since it was in his back, maybe he put it on his back and then he just tied him up and dragged him.
Interesting. So, sorry, I'm going over all the monsters and scary things.
Yeah, real quick. Hyruden. That, you know, if he's supposed to be like the successor, I wonder if he'll get like a power up where he'll be able to wield the hammer as well, even though it's like, you know, way bigger than him. Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting if he was like the wielder of the hammer after Loki is done with it. If he can be strong enough to do that. And also in One Piece, weapons kind of shrink and expand. You know, like Odin had Zoro's sword, and Odin was like 3 times bigger than Zoro. And then when it's on Zoro, the sword is just as big as his other sword. So there's a little bit of shrinking involved.
Oh yeah. The scaling, that makes a lot of sense.
So Hyrden could maybe have the hammer eventually, or just be maybe just like a little bit bigger than him.
That, and again, it's just so big. Well, Loki is just so big. It's like, is he the size of these monsters? I'm very interested. Yeah, very interested to see where all this goes. We're like, I think, what is it, 13 chapters in? 27 to like 14, 15 chapters in to Elbath. I see us about to really start kicking off. We're on break next week, so there is no One Piece next week.
I didn't say.
Yeah, but I don't know. That gives me a nice empty Sunday to get used to having One Piece at 11. Sorry, I liked One Piece at 10 a.m. That was nice. That was a nice little time for me. But any other final thoughts, lads, on the chapter?
We just hit an hour.
Yeah, we just hit our hour.
No, excited for the next one. We got Loki, the king hockey user, and I mean, he just seems like so powerful. And we got the trio here, so it's gonna be exciting for everyone to battle it up.
Yeah, as well as they're now. And this is something I just realized that we haven't even gotten the conversation on yet. Remember the before when the split up had happened and they were looking at the newspapers, they haven't even gotten to talk to Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Sanji, or Usopp about the X on Luffy's arm yet, on Luffy's Gear 5 arm yet, from Vivi. So we have.
And there's too much going on right now to randomly mention it.
We haven't even gotten to that plot thread. That was literally the beginning of the chapter. So there's all of this happening. I'm very interested if the monsters. It doesn't seem like there's a fire around those giant monsters, but I do think that Loki is creating one. So we have that. I don't. There's always the time in One Piece when the quote unquote timer starts. There was the countdown in Egghead. There was the time limit in Wano of when the Onigashima was gonna fall on the city. There's the birdcage. There's all these timelines. There are time limit scenarios that in the chapter. Are we officially in? What's up?
2 hours in Whole Cake Island. Was it 2 hours? Or how many hours?
I mean, almost every other arc had it, so we can just keep on going through a bunch of arcs. Alabasta.
Yeah, like the bomb blowing up in Alabasta. Like, so are we saying the official time limit is like, all right, the time limit has started, or is there going to be another one? Say. No, they even said the time limit is until they reach the boats. So that's interesting. The dude even outright. How does he say it? Where is it at? Page.
Page 16.
Is it 16?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good job there. The time limit is until the kids reach the ship. So literally. Time limit.
Okay, no, I'm with you. I forgot about that line. Okay, the time limit has started then, whatever the time is.
So there's not going to be like a fire or anything like that. It's going to be, we got to stop the kids from getting to the boat. Okay, and it can be a game of them keeping them busy until the kids reach the boat. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Huh. We figured it out, lads. Figured it out. Also, I called Fenrir months ago.
You called that Fenrir was Loki's fruit, right?
Yeah, I called that was Loki's fruit months ago. And
we still don't know.
But we still don't know.
Yes, but the fact that it was capitalized and bolded says something. It says something. Oh yeah, who did better, Zoro, Sanji, or it's not Luffy because Luffy.
I'm just happy that Sanji's there.
Yeah, Sanji didn't do anything to mess up, so he won. So he can be the face this week because Zoro and Luffy are the ones who set Loki free. So there's that. So much to go over, but I think that is a great place to end it. Any predictions for the next chapter 1143?
Throwing some punches on Loki.
Who's gonna throw? I'm gonna say that Hiruden's gonna get wiped, and then Luffy's gonna come in. Luffy's gonna go straight Gear 5 off the rip and put him down. And
I think he's gonna start with Gear 4.
Okay, that's fair. So we got that prediction. I'm predicting that kids getting to the boat is officially the timeline, is the race against time timeline that we have. And that's gonna be like 10 chapters. Oh, where are the kids now? Oh, you gotta get them. Where's Column is probably gonna be the one kid that gets captured though. One kid is gonna get taken. I'm calling that.
Where's Colin? We didn't even see him here.
Column, or who'd you say?
Yeah, where is he? We didn't see him.
He's not in the line of kids that fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
He was partying. That's also the thing, because he was partying in town with all the adults. Oh, well, that makes sense that you're getting drunk while the kids are at school. That makes sense. That's also makes sense why Colin was the only kid there. Huh.
I don't think they're gonna if they're gonna take Colin, I don't think it's gonna be this. It's like this, because so here's my theory. These kids are the ones that I think that made the drawings, the ones that drew the monsters, because you see the little girl that was like, oh, if I keep thinking of these monsters, I'll have a nightmare. She's the first in line.
So cute.
So, what is Colin's fear? If they're gonna take Colin, they're gonna take him by force, not like this. Because I don't think right now he has any fear like that they can.
I don't think so either. I think but again, I don't think he's there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I don't think Colin is there. I think Colin is still hanging out with all the adults as they're drinking and partying. I mean, he's 20. He should be able to drink. He's like 6.5, but he's 20 in real human years. So I'm calling that somehow Colin gets wrapped up in all of it because he's not there, and he's going to probably like see the kids as they're marching towards the thing. As all the adults are drunk, which is this is just becoming more and more like, it seems planned, but it's so coincidental. Like they do all of this while everyone's drunk. So not only are they going to be drunk trying to deal with these monsters, they're also going to have to be like, wait, what's also going on with the kids? This is well placed together, well pieced together.
And then trying to put out the fires by Loki.
As well as Loki hitting the damn tree with lightning. So, awesome. Any final thoughts, lads, before we wrap up? This was a really quick one. Really good hour. Good solid hour. Well, thank you all so much for joining us. I'm the DarkBriton of the Runaway Warlords. We appreciate everyone for wanting this back. Be sure to like and subscribe. It really does help us out. And always remember, Nakama, that anime is adulting. Stay reckless, Warlords. Peace.